Good morning, world. Saturday, June 20th, 11:20 in the morning. So I stopped eating last night right around 9 o'clock. As you saw there, it's about 11:20 in the morning, so I'm currently right around 14 and a half hours fasted. Today I have to work a 7-hour shift starting at 5 o'clock, so I'm just going to take you through another typical intermittent fasting day with the Hungarian experiment. I'm going to shoot to have my first meal right around 17 hours completely fast. So you guys will get to see my energy levels while I'm at the gym there being completely fasted. I woke up about an hour ago, I got some dishes and laundry done, did a little bit of computer work. I gotta run upstairs real quick to help my mom with something, but before that I'm gonna do my experiments here, and then in about 45 minutes, around 45 minutes I'll head off to the gym there. So follow along my journey as the Hungarian experiment. Alright, if you guys are interested in following along my journey a little more detailed, then I suggest checking out my Instagram there. Most days there I post my full day of eating. I show you guys what I eat throughout the day, my supplement times, and I also got a few physique poses there. But keep in mind too, my life is situational. As the Hungarian experiment, I'm always trying out new things, like if it fits your macros. So today in this video, as you're seeing here, I'm eating quite clean. It's going to be basically rice, eggs, and beef, and a few other, like maybe some whole wheat bread will be the farthest thing from clean eating people will talk about. But some days I go crazy, like I have cheat days. So you get to see my full days, you get to see what I'm doing day to day. I post little inspirational things. So if you're interested there, make sure you follow along on Instagram as the Hungarian experiment. Alright, just finished up my workout there, creeping on to 2 o'clock, so I am just coming up to 17 hours completely fasted. Now because of my workout, my body is drained, but mentally I'm still good, I'm still aware. If I wanted to, I could do another 4 to 5 hours, but because I did my workout, I'd feel it. I'd feel drained physically. I could have kept pushing in my workout, but then the reps start to get sloppy. So I believe, like Tim Ferriss does, minimum effective dose, MED. You can take 2 Advils and your headache's gonna go away, but you could also take 6 and your headache's gonna go away, but you're gonna suffer physiological effects from overdoing it. So I believe minimum effective dose is important for the gym. I want to be able to work out just as hard tomorrow. I don't want my muscles to be in pain tomorrow. I want to get the most effective dose I can today and then push it hard again tomorrow. Now, through intermittent fasting, I have been recovering amazingly. I didn't document it because I like to experiment first, but about 3 weeks ago there, I did chest 6 days in a row and I was still able to go hard every single day and I didn't feel any pain or any recovery. So if you guys are looking at intermittent fasting, I really suggest it, not for just the hormonal benefits, not just for the fat loss cutting benefits, but also because of the recovery. Catch you guys when I get home here, cook up some food, probably start eating around 2:30, which will be 17 and a half hours of absolutely no food in my stomach. So it's 2:32 there, finally all done cooking up and ready for my first meal at 17 and a half hours fasted. Not much for greens or micros for this meal. As I've said in previous videos there, I like to go for simple carbs with my first meal because it's gonna help to rush all the protein and fats to my muscles after being fasted for this long. Later on in the day, I'll have stuff like rice and spinach. So because my body's slowly breaking down the complex carbohydrates, my energy level lasts longer during my fast because I kind of have slow burning carbs going the whole time instead of these, which will burn up really fast in my system. So I got my vitamins there, and typically over these last few weeks I'll normally have a protein shake right now, but I want to see how my protein's going to do for the day just before I even start. So let's see where it goes from here. I just need to take a couple scoops of creatine, then we can start eating. Now, as you guys might have saw there, I weighed out 350 grams of the beef, but I only put 300 grams into my Fitness Pal. Now, because I already added the sauce while I was cooking, I tend to just estimate I probably got about 50 grams of sauce compared to the 300 grams of lean beef there. One other thing I wanted to touch on there before I start eating is make sure you guys read your labels. Went to the grocery store last night and I bought a whole bunch of sauce. I got a few different kinds. I got garlic and mushroom, tomato, basil, and bolognese. Now these are all from the same brand, Irresistibles. But if you look at the ingredients, the tomato basil has water, crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, onions, carrots, canola oil, salt, red wine, basil, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic, black pepper, and oregano. This one, in my opinion, is completely healthy. There's nothing else added to it. Now let's read off the ingredients for this one. So the bolognese has water, crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, tomato juice, beef, pork, carrots, onions, celery, green bell peppers, sugar, salt, modified cornstarch, garlic, canola oil, red wine, natural flavor, spices, citric acid, gum arabic, beef extract, and calcium chloride. Now, you guys might read something like natural flavors and think it's good for you because it's natural. It's probably just added pork or added beef flavor. No. So according to the national list, Non-agricultural, non-organic substances are allowed as ingredients that can be labeled as organic or made with organic, including flavors, non-synthetic sources only, but must not be produced using synthetic solvents and carrier systems or any artificial preservative. Other non-synthetic ingredients allowed in this section include acids such as microbiologically produced citric acid, dairy cultures, certain enzymes, and non-synthetic yeast that is not grown on petrochemical substrates, and sulfate waste liquor. So that was a whole mouthful to say there, but basically when something says natural flavoring on the label, it might not have anything to do with that product. It could have beef, it could have dairy, it could have any of these other things in it. So make sure you're reading your labels and make sure you understand what it says on the labels. Getting real hungry here though, 17 and a half hours fasted, time to eat. 4 o'clock, I have to leave for work in half an hour here. So I got, I guess you could call this second meal, 2 eggs, brown rice, protein shake. Now later tonight, typically around 8:30 to 9, whenever I can catch a break, I'll have a spinach salad. And that's basically it for today. I had a 17 and a half hour fasted window. I went to the gym, I started eating at 2:30, and if I manage to stop eating by 8:30 tonight, it will be 6 hours of eating, which will work perfect for my fast tomorrow. Start eating around 1 to 2 o'clock and I'll be right around 16 to 17 hours fasted again. So what I do is, I'll try to do this for 4 to 7 days straight. I'll try to eat nice, clean, whole, natural, healthy foods. I understand my protein shake's not all that natural, and so is the bread, but I have to compensate sometimes, as I explained in the video. So with these calories, I'm in a caloric deficit. When I shoot for 23 to 2,500 calories, that's just below my maintenance. So I'm slowly cutting fat every single day. Now add on top of that, intermittent fasting with that 17 and a half hour window, that aids in the fat cutting process, as well as gives me a growth hormone boost at around 17 to 24 hours. So because I'm cutting fat for about 4 to 7 days straight, I then have a huge cheat day, which restocks and refills all my glycogen levels, and it helps to benefit my mood. Knowing that I have a cheat day in the next 3 days, eating like this is not really that hard at all. I just gotta grind it out and just be positive while I'm through it. Knowing that in a few days, I can eat whatever the hell I want and get a whole lot of calories in. So I'll quickly show you guys my fitness pal here so you can see my macros and my calories for the day. So there we are, 2,465 calories. Got the sauce for the lean beef, the 4 slices of bread, the beef, the smoothie there. And then we have the spinach salad, which I'll eat tonight around 8:30, the brown rice and eggs and protein shake that I'm having right now. So as I tell you guys there, I generally shoot for about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of protein per body weight. This morning I was 162.8 there, so anything over 170 I'm pretty much happy with. My fat, I generally like to keep around 40 to 60 grams. Today was 80, which I'll accept because carbs were really low. Normally when my fat is around 40 to 60 grams, my carbs are about 350. So what I'll do is I'll generally try to get the same amount of protein every single day, and then I'll experiment with my carbs and fat. I try to keep my fat low, but as you see, days like today, it was 80 grams. If I added 2 more eggs to this meal I'm eating right now, I'd be around 90 to 95 grams. So I was considering this all. Earlier, I didn't have a protein shake to see how much eggs I could have. I wanted to have 4 to 5 eggs, but I just couldn't because my fat would be way too high. So I compensated with a protein shake. Well, I hope this video was informative for you guys, and I hope it gives you guys a nice layout on just a typical average intermittent fasting day. So thank you guys very much for watching. Please go down and hit that like button and leave me a comment. I am the Hungarian Experiment.